Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to my rant channel, TMossBoss Rants. And in today's video, I wanted to talk on Rockstar Games because I don't even have to write down things to just rant about that company. I could just think of everything that I need to think. Well, that's usually how I do most of my videos. But anyways, so recently I just uploaded a Red Dead Redemption 2 video onto my gaming channel. And here's the thing. I love Red Dead Redemption, at least the first one. The second one, not so much because there's nothing going on in the second one. Absolutely nothing. And that's the thing where, like, when you think about when Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto 4, when they were released on the older consoles like the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, they separately worked on those games. Like, they did what they needed to do with Grand Theft Auto 4, moved on. You know, they came out with like what, two DLCs, and that was the Ballad of Gay Tony and then the Lost and Damned. They came out with that. That made Grand Theft Auto 4 a fun game. Okay, besides, not even besides, like even the Nico Bellic like story and stuff, like all three stories. That's what made that game fun. Overall, the things that you could do in there, that's what made that game fun. Now, there might not be as many things in Grand Theft Auto 4 than there is in Grand Theft Auto 5, but if it came down to it, which game would I rather play the most? Which game would I rather play for the rest of my life? Probably be Grand Theft Auto 4. You know, like there are some features that I do like in Grand Theft Auto 5, and I'm like, when Grand Theft Auto 5, when it originally came out, great game, amazing game, loved everything about it. Now I'm like, bro, what are these things? What are half of these DLCs? What do they even mean? Like the one thing that I don't like about this latest like heist thing that they got going on is that in order to go to the new area of the game that you have to complete the heist. So I'm like, all right, you know, I can see that. I'm like, okay, cool. But I'm like, why can I not do this stuff myself? That's one thing that I really hate about video games today is that you have to, I think, can you play the new heist missions by yourself? Solo heist GTA 5 solo guy. Oh, so you can. Solo elite GTA takes place on private. You can run it alone or with up to three. Oh, okay. So I can do the heist by myself. All right. Well, then I'll just have to work on that, I guess. So you got me there, Rockstar Games. But what I don't like about it is that it just seems like that they've put in all their. This game came out like in 2 years. It would be 10 years since this game has been released. Why haven't you guys focused on any other game in the 10 years that you guys could? It just seemed like that back in the day, like these guys was releasing games all the time. Now, that's one thing that I would have to say, that it seems like that games today have evolved, and so it will take a little bit longer to release these games. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. But maybe like after the next like console has came out or something, you know, like after the next console came out, that's when you guys focus on the next game. So for an example, Xbox 360, that was GTA 5. Xbox One, that should have been GTA 6, or you know, at least the Red Dead Redemption. That's when you guys should have been like, okay, new console, new game, we got to focus on Red Dead Redemption. Here it is, next gen consoles, the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5, you guys are still doing things for Grand Theft Auto 5. The game is old now. We want to play something else. We want to play something else new. I'm telling you, that's what's honestly going to happen. Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to come out. They're still going to be doing updates and new things for Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm telling you guys right now, that's, mark my words, that is what's going to happen with that game. If not, then please, Rockstar, prove me wrong. That when the next game, because I just don't understand, you guys came out with Red Dead Redemption and that was it. Like, you guys just came out with the game. There hasn't been no special DLCs that come out for that. The last thing that they did with Red Dead Redemption was make it an online only thing. Like, so now, instead of, you know, buying both the story mode and the online mode, they have it where now you can just buy the online mode. That's not doing anything. I don't know what that overall was supposed to do. And now they like the only thing that they really do that's like easy and minor and not like a big major convenience is gonna take their time away from Grand Theft Auto 5 is they'll do like some weekly crap that nobody is paying attention to. Like literally every other game does that. Like nobody cares. No, I want to see a new DLC. I want to see something that's going to add to the game. I honestly I feel like that like they're just like, hey, you know what? This game, y'all wanted Red Dead Redemption 2? Here's Red Dead Redemption 2. Don't ask for nothing else. Like my thing is that they hyped this game up to make it seem like that this is gonna be the biggest game. This is gonna be bigger than Grand Theft Auto 5. In which it was. Like, you know, it definitely it was a step up in graphics. It was a step up in a lot of like key features with Grand Theft Auto. And when Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, I was just like, oh, yo, this game is about to be lit. Like, oh, I'm about to be playing this nonstop. I have stopped. Like, I have stopped. I actually, so here's where I'm like, I need to make this video. When not too long ago, maybe a few days ago, I deleted the game from my Xbox. Because for one, it was just taking up too much memory. And then second, there's nothing that they're doing with the game. So why should I keep a game on my, unless it's like an old game where it's like it's a classic, like, you know, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Of course you're gonna have that on your Xbox. But Red Dead Redemption 2, my question to Rockstar Games is like, what do you guys got planned for that? The one thing that I really wanted with Rockstar from Rockstar Games with Red Dead Redemption 2 was the Rockstar Editor mode. I wanted that mode so much because of all of the stuff that I created in Grand Theft Auto 5. I know I can create a masterpiece in Red Dead Redemption 2. I know I can. So my thing was is that maybe if they did release Rockstar Editor for Red Dead Redemption 2, I probably would play the game. I probably would actually sit down and play the game. But guess what game I'm playing? Grand Theft Auto 5, because that's the only game that they're working on right now. I'm like, man, that stuff is frustrating where it's like, why would you guys come out with something and y'all ain't even gonna like focus on it? Like, I'm saying, like, come out with something that is playable with that game. You have people buy that game literally just for no reason. You guys, my thing is that this is what you should have did. If you guys is going to come out with Red Dead Redemption 2, it should have been after you were done focusing on Grand Theft Auto 5. But obviously, you guys wasn't done focusing on Grand Theft Auto 5. So my question to you is, why would you release a game if you're not going to focus on it? You focus on one game, okay, then focus on that game. Or have like some special Red Dead Redemption DLC in Grand Theft Auto 5. But do not come out with a game and not do nothing to it. You have not listened to the fans. You have not done nothing with that game besides things that nobody asked for. I'm telling you, I've never heard of a game where they're like, oh, let's just, you know, just split the games apart so you can buy the story mode and online, or you could just buy online. Nobody's playing neither of the modes, single player or multiplayer. Nobody's playing them. I probably, out of my whole friends list, I've been the last person to play Red Dead Redemption 2. Nobody is playing that game right now. Nobody. There's barely even people playing Grand Theft Auto 5. Really, the only people that are playing Grand Theft Auto 5 are the people like in those role-playing servers for PC. PC Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, if you guys might have done that where it's like, okay, let's add some mods. Let's, you know, do some actual things that people are going to play and enjoy and all of that stuff. Okay, then do that, you know, but don't add things in the game that's like nobody is going to care for that. Now, these heist missions, okay, people probably do care for that. But other than that, I'm like, ain't nobody caring about no Tron Legacy DLC or any other crap that you've added to the game that's like, it's not memorable. It's not something that's impactful. It ain't something that's like, oh, dope. Like, you know, before these heists, literally, the last good thing that they released in Grand Theft Auto was those flying bikes. That's it. That is it. But other than that, I'm like, man, what is going on at Rockstar Games? I'm like, I've given up hope on Grand Theft Auto 6. If they're still gonna be focusing on, if they're not even focused on Red Dead Redemption 2, what makes you guys think that they're focused on Grand Theft Auto 6? They're not focused on Grand Theft Auto 6. They're still going to be focused on, if they are focused on Grand Theft Auto 6, then somebody show me, please. Show me something. Show me something from Rockstar Games. I'm not trying to hear it from these side websites. No, I need to see it from Rockstar Games, a tweet or a video or response to this, something of them, somebody that works at their headquarters or wherever, okay, saying that Grand Theft Auto 6 is in production. Grand Theft Auto 5, we are not focused on that game no more. The day that video comes out, I refuse to believe that they're doing anything with Grand Theft Auto 6. So all of these videos coming out saying, oh, leak stuff, this, that, and blah, don't care for it. I'm like, I want to see it from the people themselves, Rockstar Games. If I'm not seeing it from them, I'm not going to believe it. I'm not going to listen to it. None of that. All right, so anyways, yeah, rant is now over. I just find it just stupid. I'm like, why would you guys release a game and it's like you're not going to focus on it? It doesn't make any sense to me. But anyways, talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.